You can't see her, but we can hear
I'm
her.
here.
I'm still dancing.
Some other artists together.
In common things, friends, in common, like amazing.
Awesome. Hi, guys.
Hi guys, it's September show. We are culture, creativity and collide.
Oh, I love it, Sasha.
So, how are you guys? How are you girls today? We have very interesting guest,
Oh,
but
yes, we do.
it's a little bit secret.
Okay, then let's introduce our secret guest. Our secret guest, a worldwide famous singer, pianist. She was performing in the Broadway. She has a 4-octave, studying in LA, and she got a master in Robert Schumann Hochschule in Düsseldorf. She is amazing. She's beautiful. She's wonderful, and she's Elena Nuzman.
And she's very happy to be here today with three wonderful young ladies. And I think we will talk about wonderful things like music, fashion, and maybe something else.
Oh yeah, we are looking forward to it.
Fun. Oh, we're so happy to have you. We're so happy to have you guys. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us on all our platforms, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, September 9 Production. Today's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Relax in your car. Hopefully you have your seatbelt on. If you don't, you should have your seatbelt on. Just relax and enjoy the conversation today. It'll be fun.
Relax, take it easy.
Okay, it's already music break, right?
Everybody sings here.
Oh yeah, I mean we are trying.
It's
Of course,
vibes.
we don't have it, but the first question I have, because I saw a few days ago, I think, post on your Instagram. It was an amazing show in Zurich, wasn't it?
Yes, I just came from Switzerland where I had some small concerts this time, but it was very interesting.
Right, the performance, the clothes was amazing. Like it was really, it was art. I was feeling maybe it's like opera vibe, you know, something different. And you have a really interesting upbringing because I know your parents are from industry.
Industry is, I don't think it is the right word for it because both of my parents are classical musicians.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Soviet times in a republic called Moldova, and classical music is something very. This is a closed world, I would say. It has nothing to do with industry, but now. Music industry tries to take over
The world.
to take over.
Yeah, but this is I think how the person we all have people in our life who are influence our future, and was one of the steps for you, right? To get in this industry, to understand what is the music is, how it influences you, what you feel about it, and go from it. And as we know, and our audience as well, we have been listening to your music, you combine different genres, which could be uncombinable, but it sounds so amazing, so nice. Tell us please more about it.
I would say for those people who follow my career, it's a well-known fact that I started as a classical pianist. I went, at the age of 6, I went to the music school for gifted children, and where I spent 11 years of my life. And after that, I went to the music academy, first in Moldova, then in Los Angeles, in UCLA. And soon after, I moved to Germany and did my master's at the University or Hochschule für Musik, Robert Schumann. And I started to sing in LA, in the United States. And that's why I started to sing in English, of course, and spontaneously I took part in one of the competitions. After that, I was granted to sing background vocals by Toni Braxton, for example, and I did arrangements for background singers, and it triggered my vocal career, of course. And soon after I moved to Germany, I signed a contract with one of the leading companies for recording and promotion. And it was a long way, I should say. And in 2009, I released my first album. It calls I Believe in You. And it was a kind of breakthrough in this industry. But at that time, I separated my vocal performances from my piano performances. And just in 2014, when I worked on my second album in German, I started to combine these two, or more of two musical styles. And that's why my second album, Liebesträume, it means dreams of love, in German, it was a fusion of classical piano and pop rock vocals.
But I think Sasha also want to ask this question. In the break, like before we started, we have been talking about influence of the language to the music and connection to the audience. And I found really interesting that you said, but the real fame in Germany come to me when I start to speak and when I start to sing in German. And I thought, oh yeah, that's so powerful, because I feel like this is what authenticity, even though you have your authenticity, is being born in Soviet Union, traveling around the world, but being here in Germany, you brought the language, and the sing in the language is common here, and people start to feel, associate, themselves with your songs, to feel better. And I think it's one of the key now is missing, maybe even the September show. That it is true. Being here in Germany, we as foreigners, immigrants, should respect the country and be closer to the audience. We are
absolutely
looking forward to follow us, to love us, to listen us. And before we go to different questions, and we'll speak more about, of course, the fashion a little bit more, we are gonna listen your beautiful composition, which called Alles wird gut. It's a radio version. Let's enjoy, guys.
Du gibst mir alles, was ich brauch. Trägst Licht in dir, wird der Tag auch grau. Du wirfst mir Sternenstaub über mein Haar, nimmst für mich jede Gelegenheit wahr, denn du bist mein Held. Alles wird gut, wir sind im Boot, unsere Segel sind stumpf erprobt. Du bist Wasser und Stein und mein Sonnenschein. Du bist mein Held, alles macht Sinn, alles ist gut. Wir sind der Kreis, der sich selber beweist. Uns fällt gar nichts mehr auf, fliegen Berge hinauf. Du bist mein Held, nur du. Du bist der die Angst nicht kennt. Ich bin die oft auf der Stelle rennt. Nimmst mir die Last von den Schultern und sagst, alles wird schwer, wenn du dich nicht mehr magst, denn du bist mein Held. Du bist mein Held. Alles wird gut, wir sind im Boot, unsere Segel sind stumm hinterbrot. Du bist Wasser und Stein und mein Sonnenschein. Du bist mein Held,
It was amazing. So we are back, September show on Stream D Radio. So Elena, we have one very interesting question. So I'm very interested about this because I studied music and I'm pianist too. I'm not professional right now. Not yet.
Maybe in a few years. Wait a
In a
minute.
few years,
In a
yeah,
few years.
maybe, I don't know. And my questions: what are the differences, just like between the education in USSR and in America? Because there are two very, very different types of schools. Because in USSR, I remember my times doing music. It was just like, so it was very strict, very, just like it was about discipline and so on and so on. But I heard that in America, it's more about flow. It's more about freedom. And they are just like open to have this kind of creativity and music sound and in promoting of one artist. What do you think about this? Can you share your experience?
The first thing I noticed in America, the first thing it was the classical music. It's something different. It's something what people are afraid of, or what people don't know. Maybe they like it, but they don't know it yet. And the most important thing, you have to motivate yourself by yourself. Nobody cares.
Like self-discipline.
Nobody cares if you practice 8 hours a day, or you practice just 1 hour, or you don't practice at all. And in the Soviet Union, it was completely different. Your parents look at you, and your teachers and professors, and everybody in the school ask you how many hours did you practice today and yesterday, and why it was
And at the night.
that's why it's so different. In America, you can, in the whole West world, I would think to say, you can do music just if you can't live without it, really. Otherwise, there is no purpose to do it, because it's a very difficult profession. And that's why in America everybody is free. You can do it, you can change something else. But if you stay in this profession, this is it. It means you can't live without it.
Exactly.
I remember my nightmares about my music school and about piano, as you said, just like Elena, just like your nightmares about etudes by Carl Cherry, and just like you stand up and you cry.
The only thing I really like about you said, when I was in Soviet Union studying, and I was like, okay, how old is Sasha? Wait a minute. It's like...
In your age, it will be difficult to study in Soviet Union.
I was like, okay, wait a minute.
I was studying in the Soviet Union,
but the school, it's just like
the
it's
same.
It's
I'm
the
just
same.
joking, being naughty, but of course it's the same. I know.
I'll just segue and then ask, like, as you're talking, I was just wondering, what inspires your music? Because I was just listening to this song, just so calming and so like something that touches the heart. But what inspires you when you're writing a song, or what inspires you when you're playing the piano? As someone who has like a background from Moldova, then to the US, then to Germany, it's such a mixture of so many different cultures. So what is it that inspires you to write or sing?
I would say inspiration in music is something, it's a very special thing. There is no bad or good styles of music. In every style of music there is bad and good music, of course. And inspiration you can find, of course, in classical music, in pop music, in soul, in rap, in R&B. Every style is could be inspired, and I would say when I write songs, I inspire from my inspiration comes from classical music, because it's my basics. But I try to do it in this form that people can understand it. It's I don't like to bore people with just classical music. I could take a classical theme and transform it to the pop rock mainstream song. And then it's for people it's understandable.
I want to ask who is your favorite R&B singer or band?
R&B. I grew up with I would say Mariah Carey when she
Mariah Carey, Tattoo of Mariah Carey, Emotions,
okay, yeah.
the album.
That's what I meant. Yeah, this
Yeah.
album.
We always have something. Like if somebody says something, we have tattoo. Like,
We have tattoo,
if
yeah.
Adidas, we have Adidas.
September show.
No, it's in the heart. It's in heart.
It's in the heart, yeah.
It's always there. Oh, that's really, really. Nelly, yes.
Yeah. I wanted to ask also. You guys are so funny about the tattoos. I wanted to ask, like, is there anything that you realized over the course of your career? Like, what is it that you have that has stuck with you, that you've learned, that has become something that you go everywhere with? Like something that has become something that's like your mantra or your motto for your work as a singer.
It's not difficult to say. I mean, it's difficult to say because at the age of 20, when I started to sing, I had some highlights in my classical career, and I thought classical music is something very closed. It's for just a few people, and I thought I would like to sing for millions. I would like to sing for thousands of people. Sometimes I could say I achieved this goal. For example, Brandenburg Gate.
Wow.
2020. It was shortly for the lockdown. And I was on the stage in front of 2 million of people.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow.
I have a goosebumps now.
Me too. Yeah, that's amazing.
But should I say you something?
Yeah.
Actually, for an artist, it's the same if just 2 people are listening to him or 2 millions, because you are a little bit excited, and if just 2 people are listening to you.
But oh my God! Sorry for
problem.
sorry for interrupting. But I would like to say one thought about this. It's not so much artists are ready to have thousands of people, even hundreds of people, and I think that it says about your about your character, about your power in music.
Inside.
Yeah, inside.
I love it. And to confirm this, we're gonna listen by Elena Nuzman, The Wind. Guys, let's enjoy this beautiful composition. Oh yeah.
I can hear the whistle of the wind. He's telling me the story of my life, and when he starts to sing, I follow him like an echo in the night, traveling all around the dusty roads. I tried so hard to find some peace of mind, and every time I sing, and the joy I bring, it makes me happy, it makes me smile. Holy dreams, how long must I wait? You're the only one to comfort me. Sing with the wind, cry with the night. But through this magic years, we'll keep the faith. Together we're strong with the wind. I'm slowly getting wise, but never old. I I tried to live the things my father told. I see my shining star, and it's not so far. It takes care of me till the end of time. Holy dreams, how long must I wait? You're the only one to comfort me.
Such a beautiful song, just like calming and relaxing, so beautiful. And before or during the break, you were telling us that this is one of your favorite songs, and I wanted to know, with your portfolio of so many songs, what makes this one so special to you?
Truly speaking, I don't know exactly. I think it's so difficult to sing this song because this moment in the refrain is such a highlight, and you have to bring it on the point. And every time, if you manage it, you are so happy. That's why I think this is the reason that this is my favorite song.
But the reality is simple. The reality is simple. I have a question regarding to your re-edition of song by Whitney Houston, "One Moment in Time," Mein großer Tag. Could you please tell me what kind of challenges you faced? Because this is adaptation of iconic song, and how the reception so far, how people react, what they say, how you see while you're performing, how your audience are feeling about this flow.
Yes, I understand what you mean, and maybe this is the same, actually the same story. It's so difficult to sing, and in English, and even more difficult in German. And it has something to do maybe with my classical career and classical life, because during my studies I had to manage 5 musical styles in one exam or one concert or one competition, and all of them should be on a high class, because if one of them was not so good, you become a bad note. And it has something to do with it, I think, because the One Moment in Time of Whitney Houston, it's I don't know, it's an iconic song, like you said, and this is the most difficult, the most complicated song to sing. In German, even a little bit more complicated, because German language is not so comfortable for singing. It's a little bit tricky to for example, this highlight of the song, it's very high, and you have to sing very long notes, and it is very difficult in German language. But I thought I will try it, and it was a success. The musical magazine, Musics, was the first who reacted it. Maybe the same day we released the song. And after that, it was easy, because
great.
Everybody.
It's a good reception. That's a great.
Yeah.
You know, this is also for me the sign of the good singer. You know, when you do something really what has a standpoint for generation to generation, and then you do it your edition, and people say, oh wow, well done, that's great, it means you are professional, you know. Then some people take something and they do, and it's okay, but you don't feel like they have a right of doing it. So but in your case, yeah, I also heard the song and I really was inspired, and I thought, wow, that sounds really great, I want to hear it more and more. And yeah, this is the talent, you know, this is when you are having it. Yeah,
Well
Sasha?
said,
Yeah.
Anna. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, how do you, this is a personal question for me, because I just want to know, how do you stay motivated and how do you balance everything with work, with professional life? How do you make time to have fun and enjoy? Because how do you apportion your time so
It's
you have enough time in the day?
It's more like a mommy question. Just Nelly want to know how to have fun when you're a mother, or like it's for her. She just want to know how people have fun. You know, we have fun, Nelly. Yeah, we enjoy the life.
Enjoying the life, it's not easy if you are in this business. Because every day you have to struggle, you have to improve yourself and the whole world.
And connection. It's always about a connection as well.
Yes,
how you
yes.
talk to the other people.
Truly speaking, it's not easy, but it's okay. If you otherwise, I could imagine myself doing anything else. That's why I don't regret that I'm in this business.
That's it.
But it's very difficult. So it's so I think because I remember when I was working with musicians, it was very difficult because you don't have to need only voice or talent or something like that. You have to have discipline because there's just like so you have to do something with your voice. You have to train, you have to sit down and write the song materials. You need to work with the team. And for example, when you have tours, oh my God, tours, it's a nightmare. And on the other side, it's just like the best part of the job in musical industry. It's exciting. But when you work for about 24 hours without sleep, without water, without any eat, just like without any food.
No, wait. You are saying some kind of really slavery tour, like no water, no toilet, and you breathe only 10 minutes a day.
No.
No ice, no cold water.
No. But the music industry, just like it works like this because when you work there, you have to be very, very just like prepared for living in this kind of lifestyle.
Yes, you are right. Maybe the discipline, what I learned as a classical pianist, helps now to do it. It's not so complicated for me to work 24 hours.
Without the water.
Yes, without water. Because you have to practice on the piano 8 hours a day, and then you have to play concerts or festivals or something like this. It was even more complicated than in pop music.
It's more like you used to it already. But I agree with Sasha, and also I want to say, but don't you? It's more like Sasha even. But don't you think also sometimes, of course, you have to train. But anyway, I feel like for some people, like who are on the top, like Elena, it's also something natural. They were born with this talent, you know what I mean? And then they have to polish what they already have for the good level, like a great level. And the person who was born, let's say, and raised themselves, I'm not really sure they really can reach like 4 octaves, you know what I mean? It's not given. It's like the God give you this as a gift, and you share this gift with other people, you know. This is my thought.
I think it's all about, we have talked about this, about being ready for something, being ready to your audience. Because Elena, you were performing into just like 2 million people, and it's amazing. So it's so powerful, and so I can imagine how it feels like, because you have to be very responsible from yourself just like it's firstly, but you have to be ready to be on the same wave with all these people, and you have to perform, you have to show who you are and what is your just like kind of art.
And we are back here, guys. We are so happy that we have a joy and pleasure to talk to Elena. And my next question would be regarding the song Here I Go Again, which are really popular in the internet and YouTube, and you sing it and you get it right. But could you please explain a little bit more about this, let's say, authenticity and like what is for you knowing this is that you only the person who has the right for this song and you are the only who can perform it?
I should say I'm very proud of this fact that I'm the only person who was granted to have the right to sing, to cover, and to sell this song. Because you can sing it in a concert, but nobody can sell it on CD. And this song was in 2009 on my CD. At that time, we were not sure with my team of my producers that we will have a permission. They just sent it to the management of Whitesnake, and we became a huge post, in the form of huge post, signed from every member of the group, with a wishing of big success and congratulations. Until now, I think I'm the only one singer who can sell it. I think it's great. It's a kind of music. It's so far away from classic on one hand, and on another hand, it's very close to classic because it's classical rock, blues. It's there are the same rules. There are the same. For example, same rules like in classic. That's why I appreciate
that's amazing.
it really,
yeah, and I see the Sasha's face. She really has a question, and it's in her mind, in her tongue, in her soul. Ask.
No, it's very, very interesting to hear how it, just like how it has happened and how it feels like to sing the song. Could you please more explain about this, about the feelings, about your way to introduce the song to your audience?
I should say rock music was something what I started with a little bit later. Because I started to sing soul and ballads and pop music. Rock music was something what I was a little bit afraid of. But you grow with the process and I realized that rock music is actually exactly the thing what I would like to do. Because in classical music you have a classical sonata, for example, or a classical piece. You need 10 minutes till you come to the highlight and to the point that it highlight in this piece of music. In the rock ballad or rock song, you need just 20 seconds on the top, and you can explore your whole emotions, and you can really express yourself.
But I wanna say and give a compliment. When you have been starting talking about rock, and unfortunately our audience can't see how Elena look, but she is so trendy. Yeah. She combined really feminine look and rock and rollish leather details. It's really,
that's
really
what I love. Yeah,
oh, that's
music
really
and in real life.
And I see Nelly already having her fashion question pop up.
I wanted to ask. Anyway, I also wanted to say that's really you look amazing. Like just
thank you.
Amazing. You were talking about being a backing vocalist to Toni Braxton, and I was just wondering which artists, living, dead, would you want to collaborate with, or would you want to work with now or in the future?
Of course, Toni Braxton was a great. It was just great to meet her and and to sing with her. And there are a lot of artists that I couldn't meet anymore, like Freddie Mercury, maybe.
But with IE, you can meet everyone. Do you remember the last performance with Michael Jackson? And it was who was else? It was an IE performance. It was really, really cool with an artist who is unfortunately not in this world anymore. And it was amazing. They have really it's a 3D hologram. Was amazing show.
Now they can.
Yeah, now
you can sing duet.
Yes, and that's respond to you like if that would be the person.
Wow, amazing.
Exactly. Oh my God, guys, if you haven't seen it, Google it. It's real. It's nowadays happening, and that's why, Elena, we can see you. Maybe,
Maybe this is my chance. Yeah, this is my chance to meet some people. I'd like to meet.
Yeah, afterlife. Nelly, your fashion question. I'm gonna ask a fashion question until you ask it. Nelly.
So, how does music tie into fashion for you? Like, how do you feel like music influences fashion?
I think it's a combination. Fashion and music, it's a real combination. If you are on the stage, you sing, for example, rock music, and you wear something, I don't know, sports thing or something very classical, it doesn't match. You can combine classical style with rock style, with leather. That's what I do, because it's my basic classical music, and classical dresses are my basics, and rock and this leather looks, it came later. But you have to look that your your clothes matches your music style, because otherwise it looks strange.
But like a Victoria's Secret shows, right?
Yes.
They usually choose feminine, really girly artists. But what do you say? Because you describe your style like combination of nowadays it's even more rock and classic. Who could be your designer?
I have some designers that accompanies my whole life, I would say, like Roberto Cavalli, like Karl Lagerfeld, I would say. And this is what I mean. They combine these styles very, very successfully.
Yes, that's true. Okay, guys, from the headquarter of Karl Lagerfeld and Roberto Cavalli, please contact. We will leave all information. Before we have a little break, we're gonna hear this amazing song, Here I Go Again, and enjoy it. Guys.
I can hear the whistle of the wind. He's telling me the story of my life. And when he starts to sing, I follow him like an echo in the night, traveling all around the dusty roads. I tried so hard to find some peace of mind. I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been, hanging on the promises and songs of yesterday. And I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. Here I go again. keep searching for an answer. Never seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on. 'Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. Yeah, yeah, here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Yeah, I'm just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. Yeah, here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go. Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. Yeah, here I go again on my own. Here I go again, going down the only road I've ever known. The only road like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. To walk alone. And I've made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again on my own. Here I go again, going down the only road I've ever known. The only road like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. To walk alone. And I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Yeah, here I go again on my own.
Hi guys, we are back. So, Elena, I have one question about the industry. So, we have already talked about this, but what do you think about German musical industry? So, how it feels like, how it looks like, good sides, bad sides. So, please.
This is my favorite question, I think. Unfortunately, I can't explain everything I think about it, and everything I would like to say. But in Germany, it's the same story like I would say in USA or in Russia. But in Germany, you have to be named the second Whitney Houston or the second Mariah Carey or the second Britney Spears to be successful. This point nerves me, truly speaking, because if you are the second Whitney Houston, you are not interesting.
Authentic.
Not authentic. I think you have to stay authentic. You have to find your own music style to be interesting, really interesting, not for 2-3 years, but really interesting for people, and if it's possible, for people from young to old. Because if you are interesting just for the, I don't know, for the 20 years old people, they were 10 years and you have no audience anymore.
But don't you think that music industry in Germany, when we especially talk about music production, it's more about hip hop. So I love hip hop. So sometimes I listen hip hop, but it's the lack of real music. Just like it's the same situation in the whole world. So we love to listen very just like energetic pop, hip hop and pop music, but really interesting artists, authentic artists. They can't go, so I can describe it, that sometimes I have this feeling that you can't grow in this kind of big industry. There are a lot of just like musicians, a lot of producers, and you don't know where you can start. So yeah.
Of course, your generation grew up with this music. My generation a little bit, I would say too. And as I said before, there is no bad music styles. There are no bad and good musician or bad and good music pieces in every style. But in R&B and hip hop, you can do some so beautiful things. For example, in one disco in Miami, I'm just dancing the whole time, and I am admiring these producers and they are unknown. They are not yet not 50 Cent or Timberland or the people who live in Miami and do music, and it's adorable. A kind of music that achieves TV shows, and it's something else. It's music industry. It's
of course it's money. It's advertisement.
Somebody decide to do it, and they do it. But even in the R&B and hip hop, there are a lot of great examples, musical examples.
But I feel like Sasha, what maybe? Tell me. I feel like what you was thinking about, that in America, let's say in US, then you are doing something, then you become a star, you can explore more, you can be more diverse, more free, and in Germany market, it's not that much opportunity for you to start and to shine. But yes,
so I would like to say that we have a lot of glances, I mean, in styles. So just like we don't have boundaries. We don't have boundaries.
But this is what I was trying to say it here, because don't forget that US, it's a country who is monopolized.
A main distributor.
Main distributor. That's why we know about it, and we know everything. And Germany had never this course, That's why I like next our Sendungen, I will prepare the list of only German artists for you. I would never tell you who is gonna play in our breaks.
I love German artists.
Yeah, and you gonna tell about each of them your opinion, okay? How about that?
Oh my God,
guys, challenge accept.
Guys, if you're a new artist and you want us to play your music, just contact us on September 9 Production on LinkedIn and on Instagram, because we are open to also getting to know new artists. We want to put a spotlight on new artists, so just contact us. We are everywhere.
Okay, Nelly put it in a business idea immediately. Like, okay, well. But it's a joy. Elena, thank you so much. It's really joy to talk to you. Guys, you would not believe this time is running so fast. I don't know why. Maybe we should do like a 3 hours.
4
or 4. Or like Sasha suggests, 24 hours
without
4
3 languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also maybe Nelly would share with us some her like a Ghana dialect.
Slavery Camp by 3D Radio, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, guys. Let's then Nelly would tell us something more about how we can find our guest and all information about. But I don't think so. Elena is really needed to,
Spotlight. But
Yeah.
then still, we just want to say thank you, Elena, for coming. We had such a great time. Guys, you need to follow Elena. Elena Nuzman official. I was going to speak it in German. Elena Nuzman .official or .official on Instagram, also on LinkedIn, and then everywhere. You need to follow her. You need to listen to her songs. Just amazing. And you also have to follow us, of course, September 9 production everywhere, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, everywhere. I wanted to say something before Anna says she has to play music. I wanted to say one thing you said today that really inspired me was that you said you were thinking you wanted to get 1,000. You didn't want to be a small artist. You wanted to be big. You wanted to get at least 1,000 people. And then you performed before 2 million people. But then still you said performing before 2 million people is the same as performing before 2 people. It just speaks a lot about who you are, how you think, your passion for music, how it's not about the numbers. It's really your passion to perform and to bring things before people. And that's something that I'm taking with me today, that no matter what I'm doing, I should aspire for the best. But then even if 2 people like what we've done, it's still great because we put something out there. And I think that's so beautiful.
Yes,
I think that
yes.
that was so great. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you, girls, for the invitation. It was a pleasure for me, and I will come again to you.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely. We're
definitely.
looking forward. And also, I know your new album, you're promoting it as well.
In the middle of March, maybe,
In
I
the-
will release it.
Oh, then in the middle of March, we are more than have a pleasure to invite you. It's already booked now. And you're like, no, I'm sorry, I'm in the tour. Don't expect.
No, StreamG Radio September show.
Yes.
But Elena, you're a really powerful woman. Really, thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us. And so, guys, Düsseldorf,
Yeah.
thanks for listening. So we meet each other next week.
Yeah, that's true. And we're gonna listen again. Wonderful composition by Elena Nuzman, Wenn der Wind sich legt. My German is perfect, guys, I think.
Vergessene Welten und mein Weg führt zurück zu Zeiten wie diesen, das Gefühl vom verlorenen Glück. Viele Jahre sind schnell vergangen, doch der Augenblick